Jimmy and Sally have been dating for months, maybe even a year or more. They've progressed past holding hands and giving hugs. They're in love. They've been kissing for some time now, and they've been thinking about becoming more intimate. They decide to experience having sex for the first time, and Sally ends up pregnant. She's pregnant at the age of 14. Sally tried talking to her mom about getting on birth control 6 months before, and she said no. Today I'm going to discuss some reasons that people believe in parental consent for teens to obtain birth control, those who believe parental consent is unneeded, and is parental consent completely unnecessary for teens to obtain birth control. There are many individuals and groups out there that believe birth control should not be given without parental consent. Some believe that birth control is wrong altogether, and no matter what the reasons, birth control should not be administered whatsoever. According to an article published in the New Yorker of May of 2012, 43 Roman Catholic dioceses, schools, and social services decides to sue the Obama administrations under the pretenses that a portion of the new healthcare bill is unconstitutional. One of the parts of the new healthcare bill is to make it mandatory for all employers to provide contraception for their employees through the healthcare plan. The Catholic Church is arguing that this is in direct violation of the First Amendment, which guarantees freedom of religion. Yet it has been reported that 98% of Catholic women have used contraception in their lives, and 83% of Catholic women are currently using some sort of contraception. This just say no about birth control philosophy that is preached by the church is probably due to the male leadership in the church. Some believe that by allowing teen girls to acquire and use birth control will encourage them to have more sex and unprotected sex. Every person believes in making birth control illegal or harder to obtain. There are others that believe in the power of choice. For the past 30 years, the states have passed laws to allow teens under the age of 18 the right to consent to a variety of sexual health care services, stated by R. Jones in the Journal of American Medical Association. And there is now a federal law that allows teens under 18 to acquire these without parental consent. According to R. Jones, there was a study done that stated 1 in 5 teens should actually take greater risk than get parental consent. They said that they would rather have no form of contraception or would rely on withdrawal as a birth control method. Many people out there believe that birth control should be obtained by young women without even being sexually active. Should teens be able to obtain contraception without parental consent? Absolutely. This is not a question that should even be asked. Yet it is. It shouldn't be a moral question or a religious issue. It's a matter of personal rights. Teenagers are going to have sex. 7 out of teens have had intercourse before the age of 19, according to Planned Parenthood. If teens are going to have sex, why wouldn't a parent want their child to be in control of when they're making an extreme life-changing decision and bringing a child into the world? TeenShelter.org reports that in 2002, almost 750,000 teens become pregnant in the United States. This resulted in almost 420,000 births, 215,000 abortions, and 110,000 miscarriages. These could all have been prevented with birth control. Now it sounds bad that 5,000 births could have been prevented, but it's true. According to statistics, 80% of teen fathers don't marry their teen mothers of these children. It also is shown more unlikely the children born to single mothers will drop out of school, divorce, or become dependent on welfare. 1 out of every 6 women have become a victim of rape, according to the West Virginia University. And 5% of these rapes in the U.S. are resulted in pregnancy. Rape is already a horribly traumatic experience, and if you can prevent the addition of a pregnancy resulted by rape just by getting a contraception, why not? Women, regardless of age, should be in control of their bodies and should be able to make the decision to bring a child into their life, especially as a teenager. Now that you've seen parental consent isn't necessary for teens to obtain contraception, why should we try and make it easier for them to receive it? TeenShelter.org reported that less than 40% of teen mothers that started their families before the age of 18 do not ever receive a high school diploma, and only 1.5% receive a college diploma before the age of 30. I hope to when I have a child, and if she doesn't feel comfortable discussing sex and birth control with me or her father, I would want her to be able to go somewhere and get the assistance that she needs. Sign a petition for teens to receive birth control without parental consent. I'm going to stop this one.